And here goes Dan James on the counter-attack. Now, this might be a chance for us to finish them off. Dan James 1v1. Has to be a goal, and let's go. Such a relief. Looks for Dan James. This is more like it. Still Dan James on the ball. Cut back to Lewis Davies. What a chance for him. He goes for goal, and Lewis Davies has actually scored. The moment we've been waiting for. Lewis Davies in a massive Premier League game. So here we are back again with another episode of the Manchester United Career Mode series. This is episode number 46. Last episode was huge for the series as we completed the signing of Neymar for free on a pre-contract. Next season, Neymar Jr. is going to be a Manchester United player. Now, it wasn't easy to sign Neymar. We had to sacrifice Diogo Dalot. We sold him to Manchester City for 37 million, and that means in today's episode, we're on the hunt for a fullback to get some squad depth in. We've got about 33 million in the bank. I reckon that should be good enough to bring a proper good fullback. We've also got some pretty difficult games in the Premier League as we take on Spurs at Old Trafford and Newcastle United as well. So it's going to be an action-packed episode with difficult Premier League games, a lot of transfer business as well. We're going to be wrapping up the transfer window in this one. So if you guys are enjoying the content, keep the support coming in. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new around here. Time to get this one underway. Time for a press conference, and if you guys want to see your questions being answered, drop them down in the comments section below. Now, this first question has actually been asked quite a bit in the comments section. When are you going to put the faces on Greenwood, Camavinga and Brandon Williams? I know I told you guys that I'm working on a player face mod for, of course, this series, so we can have Mason Greenwood, Brandon Williams, James Garner and more actually look like themselves. And I'm really happy to tell you that next episode, the player face mod is going to be ready. So expect to see Mason Greenwood, Brandon Williams, James Garner all get proper good player faces for tomorrow's episode. I can't wait to show them to you guys. So yeah, tomorrow's episode, the player face mod will be installed. Next question, when Neymar arrives, who do you plan on dropping? Because all of your front four have been great. That's actually a very good question. Right now, we're playing a 4-2-3-1 with Grealish, Rashford, Mason Greenwood and Dan James. The plan when Neymar arrives is to probably move towards a different formation. I think it's high time we switch up the scene, go with a different formation. And I'm thinking 4-4-2. That way we could play Neymar on the left flank as a left midfielder or a left winger. Marcus Rashford and Greenwood up top with Dan James on the right. I think that could really work well for us. And that's probably the way I'm going to look to play Neymar and fit him in the first team. I don't want to bench Rashford, Greenwood or even Dan James for that matter. So 4-4-2 might be the way forward, but we'll discuss that more for next season once Neymar does actually arrive. For now, the focus remains on season 3. Next question, do you think Tuanzebe should start instead of Tomori when he comes back? That's actually a very good question as well. As of today's episode, Tomori is still injured. He's going to take about 7 days or so to recover. So I think I'm going to prefer using Tuanzebe in today's episode. Next episode, we'll start considering Tomori for the lineup selection. But this is actually a really interesting topic. Tuanzebe or Tomori when either of them are fully fit. I think Tuanzebe has done such a good job so far in the absence of Tomori that I've got to continue playing him. And if he dips in form, we'll probably bring Tomori back in the first team. But to be fair, Tomori was also really good at the start of the season. The injury kind of, slowed his progress down. This is actually a difficult one. I want to ask this to you guys. When fully fit, who do you prefer at the back, Tomori or Tuanzebe? Click the I button to vote and let me know. But with that, we're done with the press conference. Let's move on. For the first time in this series, a Youth Academy player wins the Player of the Episode award. It was Lewis Davies who had a stellar episode. He scored a brace against Chelsea, 2 absolutely fantastic goals. And no wonder you guys voted for him as your Player of the Episode. Alright, now time to discuss some transfer business. Now, last episode, we were forced to sell Diogo Dalot to generate some extra funds for the signing of Neymar on a pre-contract, which means this episode, we're on the hunt for a fullback to give us some extra depth in those positions. The good thing is we do have a good amount of money left to spend, about 33 million or so, a good amount of wage budget as well. I reckon it shouldn't be difficult signing a quality left back to give Brandon Williams some sort of competition. Last episode, we spoke about the possibility of signing ALPHONSO Davies, and I read through the comments section and it seems like everyone wants me to sign ALPHONSO Davies. He's going to give great competition to Brandon Williams. He's very versatile as well. He can play as a left mid or even as a right mid, so we could actually use him as a right back if necessary. 4-star skill moves and a 4-star weak foot on a fullback is just nuts. This guy, the talent is just unbelievable, and I want to make him a Manchester United player. Currently in this series, he's playing for Crystal Palace. I think we could get him for a good price. Let's find out. The unfortunate thing is we don't really know much about his overall or his value, so we're gonna have to wing it and just hope for the best. So I'm gonna start off with a 23 million offer just to see what Crystal Palace think about that. Is that good enough for them? Yo, they're willing to accept 24.9 million. This seems like a very good deal. A 10% sell-on clause. I don't really anticipate selling him, so that's fine. Under 25 million for Alphonso Davies. That's perfect. I'm definitely gonna do this deal. Yo, this feels like a fabulous transfer, and we've also got money left for potentially a pre-contract transfer or something like that, so this works in our favor. Now time to negotiate with Davies. He's willing to accept a rotation squad role, which is just perfect. Let's see a 4-year contract length as well. I'm very interested to see his overall. We're in season 3 of this career mode, so he should be fairly high rated. We'll disregard the release clause because I don't really want him leaving the club now. Here's where things get really confusing. I'm not sure what to offer him in wages. We'll go 60,000 and maybe like a 350,000 signing bonus, and let's just hope for the best that he accepts. Come on, Alphonso, accept the contract and join Manchester United. And it seems like the contract offer has worked. 60,000 and a 350,000 signing bonus, and Alphonso Davies has signed for Manchester United. He is our first proper transfer of this transfer window. Alphonso Davies is actually 80 rated already, which is just insane. Look at that pace, man. 98 pace on him. The dribbling is there, the physical stats as well. With a bit of training, this guy could legit become one of the best fullbacks in this game. I am so glad we've signed him. The good thing is we've still got a bit of money left, about 8 million and about 400,000 in our wage budget. We could definitely pull off maybe a pre-contract signing here and there, which is something we'll consider soon. Let's also take a quick look at our season objectives. I'm hoping we can start making more progress with the bench warmers challenge. That's proving to be a really difficult one. Also, Lewis Davies was superb in the last episode. Let's hope he can keep that up. Apart from that, just 8 more goals from Greenwood and Rashford, and we are done with that objective. Let's hope for more contributions from Breno as well. We're starting off the episode with a major Premier League game as Manchester United take on Spurs at Old Trafford. Now, this is a huge game for us in the Premier League, because if we can beat them, we close the gap down a bit with us and Spurs. Also, that inflicts damage on Spurs' title hopes as they're trying to chase Liverpool. And apart from all that, we can build a 4-point gap between us and Chelsea, who've played a game more than us. So there's huge incentive for us to try and beat Spurs, but it's not going to be easy. The last time we played Spurs in the Premier League, we actually lost. They're a good team. There's a reason why they're second. This is going to be a difficult game. One thing is for sure, Harry Kane is going to cause us a lot of problems. If I'm not wrong, he scored against us earlier on in the season in the Premier League. He's now on 23 goals in 22 games. He's definitely Spurs' danger man. Marcus Rashford, though, is chasing him for that Golden Boot award. We had a few fitness concerns here and there. Tomori, of course, not being fully fit for this game, and also Jack Grealish not having full stamina. So I've decided to start Breno Fernandes in this one. Also, Alphonso Davies will be making his debut in the Premier League, and it's a big one. To make your debut against Spurs in such a difficult scenario, it's going to be a tricky one for Davies, but I hope he delivers. This is the team. We've got Mason Greenwood, Rashford, James all starting. I'm ready for this one. United versus Spurs. Let's get right into it. Harry Kane, of course, is captaining Spurs. He's their main man up top. Dele Alli, Heung-min Son, Kimpembe, Ben Chilwell. That's an interesting signing. Harry Winks in that midfield. Hugo Lloris in goal. Spurs have a good team. Here we go. Manchester United versus Spurs in the Premier League. Let's try and get a result against them. Take revenge for that defeat they gave us earlier on in the season. Alphonso Davies also making his debut. This should be interesting. Here we go. Rashford looks for Greenwood. This could be our chance. Rashford back to Greenwood, but Kimpembe read that one well. Spurs have defended well. They're looking really good, but it's been a very tight game so far. Midfield battle for the most part. Both teams don't want to lose. Oh, here goes Alphonso Davies making a good run forward. Releases Rashford as well. Good to see him get involved. Still Marcus Rashford looks inside for Mason Greenwood, who's holding up the play. Goes to Camavinga. Big opportunity for him in this one, but oh, that's a terrible pass. Good build-up play, but Camavinga wasn't having the best of moments there. But he wins the ball back, and we might still be on the attack here. Mason goes inside to Dan James with a fake shot. The pressure is on from Spurs, but this might be the chance. Dan James putting this one back in. Marcus Rashford with the header. No, Spurs get it away. That was our best chance of the game. Wan-Bissaka looks for McTominay. McTominay there with the fake shot. Still Scott McTominay. Could be an opportunity for him. That's brilliant dribbling. Still McTominay. He's held up the ball really well. Goes down there. Bad challenge there from Spurs. It's a free kick, no yellow card or anything, but a chance for us to do something from this one. The only left-footed player that can actually take free kicks in the team right now is Mason Greenwood, and we're just going to try and wing this one. Let's see if Mason Greenwood can actually score this. Oh, there was decent power on it, but the accuracy a bit off. Oh, this is not good. Dele Alli has gotten in behind our defense. Still Dele Alli. Tuanzebe does really well there. That's brilliant defending from him. Exactly what I was talking, man. It's going to be so difficult to bench Tuanzebe once Tomori has come back because he's been so good for us. And by the way, here goes Alphonso Davies. There's no catching him once he's gotten in behind. Alphonso Davies finds Scott McTominay, and Scott McTominay scores. Davies, on his Manchester United debut, picks up an assist. I mean, that's a class debut. Probably one of the best debuts we've had in this series. A lovely cutback to Scott McTominay. Finish even better, and the young Scottish international has scored for Manchester United yet again, and this time in a big Premier League game against Spurs, who are, by the way, second in the league. But I'm so happy that Alphonso Davies has popped up with the assist here. Manchester United lead 1-0 deservedly, so I think we've been the better team in this first half. That's the first half done, and everything seems to be going according to plan. Davies picking up a very good assist. Manchester United in the lead courtesy of a Scott McTominay goal. Let's keep pushing. We might be able to get 3 points here at Old Trafford against Spurs. Harry Winks on the ball right now. What a challenge that was from Harry Maguire, and Scott McTominay helps us out to get the ball away. And now we might have a chance here on the counter-attack. It's Marcus Rashford. We know how quick he is. Cuts it back and finds Bruno Fernandes. The dribbling is lovely. Looks for Dan James, who controls it so well, and this could be our chance to score another one here. The cutback was awful. Ben Chilwell dealt with that easily. I was trying to find Greenwood, but the pass just didn't go to him. Gonna make one change for the remainder of this game. On comes Jack Grealish for Bruno Fernandes. He's had a good game, but I feel like it's time to bring on some extra quality in Jack Grealish. Free kick from distance yet again. I don't know why I keep trying to take free kicks from like ridiculous positions, and this might actually work. Oh my god. Did you guys see how the ball was moving in air? If there was any other keeper apart from Hugo Lloris, I think that would have gone in. Unbelievable save there from Hugo Lloris, but what a free kick attempt from Rashford. For once, those kind of free kicks worked. Oh, here goes Jack Grealish, who's gotten in behind the opposing defense. Chance for Grealish here. The dribbling is on point. Grealish goes for goal. It's too easy. Jack Grealish coming off the bench in the second half scores, and it's 2-0 Manchester United. That should be it for this one. 3 points should be in the bag. I can't see Spurs making a comeback now. And also, I'm so glad it was Jack Grealish with the goal, because that helps us out with our objectives. He's come off the bench and scored. Our super sub, Grealish, makes it 2-0 Manchester United with a lovely finish to beat Hugo Lloris. Here's Davies. Looks for Greenwood. Now back to Alphonso Davies. There's literally no catching him. Look at his pace, man. It is just obscene. Mason Greenwood with a chance to score. He really should have made it 3-0 there. Alphonso Davies has had an absolute mad debut game. It's actually crazy how good he's been. Now Camavinga doing really well. Looks for Marcus Rashford, who wants to bring it inside. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous from Rashford. Deserves a goal for that. The dribbling there was just unreal. He literally put a couple of Spurs defenders on the floor there with his dribbling. The, of course, drag back to send Kimpembe away was just unbelievable. And then the finish as well, the composure to place that one in the bottom right corner. It is just ridiculous. Look at that for a finish from Marcus Rashford. Utterly ridiculous. Not good, guys, as Dele Alli has gotten in behind here for Spurs as they're trying to get a consolation goal. Harry Kane might be getting onto that, but Dean Henderson read the danger well and collected the ball. And with that, it's full time against Spurs. A 3-0 win at Old Trafford against them. We've taken revenge for the fact that they beat us at the Spurs stadium. Jose Mourinho against his former club couldn't turn up as Manchester United take all 3 points from this fixture in the Prem. We've now got a 4-point gap over Chelsea. How satisfied are you with Tuanzebe? He's been one of our best defenders this season. In the absence of Tomori, he's really kept up with things, and we haven't really felt Tomori's absence because of how good Tuanzebe's been. Let's hope he can keep this up. He must keep his momentum going. Were you expecting a more competitive match? Probably, yeah. They were terrible. Spurs honestly just couldn't touch us in that game. I know it was at Old Trafford. We had the backing of our fans, but we were just too good in that game, so fair enough. Can we just take a moment and appreciate Alphonso Davies? That debut he had was just utterly ridiculous. Probably deserved to get a couple of assists, got only one, but still was just unreal. Going down the wings, he's just virtually unstoppable, and that's all because of that 98 pace, the good dribbling, the good physical stats as well, and he's got good passing as well. I loved his crossing in that last game. Let's hope he can keep this up. Brandon Williams better step up now because Alphonso Davies is coming for his spot. Now this is certainly interesting. Cagliari want to sign Dylan Levitt for a 1-year loan deal. Now, because we've been knocked out from the FA Cup and only the Premier League and Champions League remain, I doubt Levitt is going to get many opportunities here, so may as well loan him out to help him grow. So I'm going to accept the offer from Cagliari. So I was just looking at some of the other transfer deals going around, and I just saw this. Watford have made big moves in the market, signing Julian Weigl for 27.7 million. Remember when he was touted as the next Sergio Busquets or the German Busquets? Well, now he's playing for Watford, which is certainly interesting. Wow, the mega offers continue to come. This one's from Manchester City. I mean, why do our rival clubs want to try and sign players from us? They know I'm not going to accept it. 56.2 million for Harry Maguire, our captain. There's no way Maguire is going to betray us for Manchester City. He stays. So many big transfer offers coming in for our players. This one's from Atletico Madrid for Brandon Williams. Not interested at all. Back to the Premier League we go. By the looks of it, we've got a game in hand over Chelsea, Arsenal, Spurs, City and even Liverpool. So we're in a very good spot now. If we can beat Newcastle at home in our next game, we'll actually have a 6-point advantage over Chelsea, which will put us in a good spot for finishing 4th. And we'll also be competing with Spurs for that 3rd spot. So that's brilliant. One thing ALPHONSO DAVIES does not lack is confidence. He's just come in with the message that he wants to start against Newcastle. You know what? He was so good for us against, of course, Spurs. We've got to give him the opportunity to start against Newcastle as well. I've definitely made some interesting decisions for this one against Newcastle United. Bruno Fernandes starts up top as our striker. I feel like Greenwood's played so much football. Let's just give him a rest. We might bring him on in the second half though. Jack Grealish is back in the lineup. Rashford and James start as well. Lewis Davies in the team. We've got ALPHONSO DAVIES starting as well because of how good he's been. Tuanzebe keeps his spot. This is the United team we're going for. This is going to be a tricky game because Newcastle are actually doing pretty well in the Premier League, so we've got to be careful. At Old Trafford this season, we've virtually been unstoppable. We've definitely succeeded in making this stadium, of course, a fortress, and well, let's keep that going. That's one of the reasons why we're doing so well this season. Dan James looks for Wan-Bissaka, controls it well, could be a chance here for us. What a ball that is to Bruno Fernandes, who goes for goal and he's missed. No way. That was such a lovely pass from Wan-Bissaka from the right back position. He deserved an assist for that ball. Bruno coming so close though to making it 1-0. Good football though from United. Not good. It's Saint-Maximin down the left flank. We know this guy is so tricky to defend against, but that cross isn't causing Dean Henderson any problem. Problems here for us as it is Newcastle with a good opportunity as Sean Longstaff tries to find Almiron, but thankfully he was offside. I think Newcastle would have scored there otherwise. Oh, not good. Almiron has completely opened up our defense. That pass though from the Newcastle midfielder was just lovely. Now Maguire is going to have a big challenge here. Cross comes back in. Tuanzebe is just ridiculously good, man. That was just brilliant defending yet again from him. Longstaff again on the ball. Maguire sliding in but can't win that cleanly. But ALPHONSO DAVIES, right place, right time, puts in the right challenge and well, we survived that. Newcastle find themselves in a good spot with a set piece as the ball comes in from a corner. Bruno doing good work but it falls to Matt Ritchie. This is not good. Ball played out by Benyat, puts the cross back in. Tuanzebe does well to put Vegas off balance and well, he misses the header. But I've got to say, Newcastle have posed a lot of danger in this first half. To be fair, they've given me a lot more challenge than of course Spurs, which is very surprising indeed. Half-time against Newcastle, and I've got to say they've been the better team. They probably even deserve to be in the lead. We haven't really had any proper good chances. Second half needs to be better from us. I think I need something extra in the attack for this one, so what I'm going to do is bring on Mason Greenwood and we'll bring him on for Jack Grealish and we'll have Mason Greenwood play striker, Bruno play cam. Let's hope this works. Oh, Newcastle might just be going through our defense entirely, but Dean Henderson pushed forward and the sweeper keeper in him just came alive and he made the save there. But that was a dangerous situation. We literally just allow Newcastle to run through our defense. Here's ALPHONSO DAVIES in a good position. Oh, he's opened up space to shoot. ALPHONSO DAVIES goes for goal and actually scores his first goal in a Manchester United shirt. What an episode he's had. He assisted on his debut and now he scored an important goal that could be giving us all 3 points here. I mean, this guy does literally everything. He defends for you, he goes forward, he creates, and now he scores as well. 1-0 Manchester United. ALPHONSO DAVIES with a pinpoint finish, bottom left corner. The keeper couldn't get even near it, and well, United make it 1-0 against Newcastle. I think 79th minute, so it's a pretty late goal. What a situation to be in, come on. It's now Mason Greenwood. It's good dribbling there from Mason as he looks to bring it inside. Still Mason Greenwood should be a goal, and it is a goal. The floodgates have opened up as Mason now scores. 2-0 Manchester United. Lovely dribbling there from the youngster. And that should seal the 3 points for us in this game. Off the bench as well, so that helps us with the objectives. Come on, United have made it 2-0 against Newcastle. at Old Trafford. Look at the dribbling there, especially this one to, just slide the ball in, and then of course the finish was just lovely. Lewis Davies with a long ball to Dan James. Can he get there? What a ball that is from Lewis Davies. Dan James has actually got there. Now it should be Mason Greenwood who tries to pass it or, tap the ball in. But it didn't work as the Newcastle keeper got there. Oh, Newcastle might be able to get something out of this game as the ball's played out wide. The defense has been opened up. Matt Ritchie with the cross, but Dean Henderson wants that clean sheet. Gets it away, and with that, it's full time. Manchester United seal the job against Newcastle United. 2-0. 2 quick-fire goals, that is enough to get us the win. Mason Greenwood on target, and also ALPHONSO DAVIES. He's had a ridiculous start to his Manchester United career. We literally just signed ALPHONSO DAVIES today, and he's already in good books with us, so that's brilliant to see. He's been influential today, so yeah, let's hope he can keep this kind of form up. Brandon Williams now is going to struggle to regain that spot back. A big offer coming from Chelsea for big Dean Henderson. There's no need for us to sell Dean Henderson, and that's why we're going to just flat out reject the offer. Looks like our players are in huge demand right now. Offers coming in left, right and center. This one from Napoli for Tuanzebe. Again, just going to reject it. No need to sell Tuanzebe at all. Loan offer for Lucas Peterson. I'm actually considering this. It's from Burnley, so he'll get some valuable Premier League experience. I kind of want to loan him out because we've already got Innocent Otsara, and I kind of prefer him over Lucas Peterson already. I know he hasn't even made his debut, but the 5-star skill moves, man, I think that's going to be so clutch. So that's why I'm going to loan out Peterson. If we do need the extra squad depth, I'll probably just recall him. So for now, we let him go to Burnley. Also, we're on transfer deadline day, and I'm not going to be making any more signings. I thought about maybe doing like a few pre-contract signings here and there, but I'm just not interested. We signed Neymar. That's going to be our big superstar signing for next season. Apart from that, we'll take a look at next season and decide what we want to do. Also, Peterson has been loaned out. An offer just came in for Maguire, but I'm not interested. With that, we're done with all our transfer business for this season. And whatever team we've got now, we've got to ride it out with that team until the end of the season. And I'm not going to complain. This squad that we've built is genuinely insane. Like, honestly, in every position, we've got a lot of quality. Rashford's now 89 rated. Dan James, 85. I'm ready for this season, man. We've got big Champions League games coming up soon. Big Premier League games as well. Things are about to get even more interesting. Okay, so I completely forgot about this. Last episode, you guys had to vote on whether we should upgrade Lewis Davies' weak foot or skill move stat. And pretty much about 70% of you guys voted that we should upgrade his weak foot stats. So, time to make him a 5-star weak foot player. And there you go, Lewis Davies' weak foot has been upgraded. He's now got a 5-star weak foot rating, which is going to make long shots with him even more fun to take. We're comfortably now in 4th spot in the Premier League with that win over Newcastle United. A 6-point advantage over Chelsea, which is a good place to be, and just 2 points off Spurs. I doubt we can win the Premier League this season because Liverpool are just running away with it, but we can certainly challenge for 3rd spot, possibly even 2nd. So that's a big achievement with all the financial fair play stuff, so gotta give myself a pat on the back. Anyways, up next we've got Bournemouth at home again. Simulating this one against Bournemouth at Old Trafford. We've gone with a strong team, so I reckon we should be able to get the win here. So let's see what happens. United versus Bournemouth. It's a 2-1 win. Good to see Bruno Fernandes score. Rashford on target as well. So we're actually 3rd now in the Premier League. Looks like Spurs drop points. We got the win over Bournemouth, and we're in a very good spot now. 1 point above Spurs. We've basically guaranteed ourselves Champions League football next season unless we mess up. We're going to challenge City and Liverpool and just see how things go, but Liverpool are just way ahead of us, but we have a game against them, and that's the next game in the Premier League for us as we take on Liverpool at Anfield. So you never know, in the Premier League, anything can happen. Also, next episode, the Champions League knockout rounds begin as we take on Atletico Madrid in the first leg. That's going to be one cracking game. It's going to be difficult though for us. Also, the player face mod for the players like Greenwood, Brandon Williams and all will be installed, so that should be fun. We did make a bit of progress in today's episode. Couple of goals off the bench coming in from Greenwood and of course Jack Grealish. Apart from that, Bruno Fernandes had a few goal contributions, and also Greenwood and Rashford are just 5 goals away from completing the local lads challenge. Now before we wrap today's episode up, time for you guys to make your vote count and vote for the Player of the Episode award. How can we not nominate ALPHONSO DAVIES for the performance he had in this episode? So of course he's gonna get in on the nominations. An unbelievable episode for him. Scored against Newcastle, assisted against Spurs, and that's why he's been nominated. Your second nominee is going to be Scott McTominay, who I also thought had a great episode today defensively, and he also scored against, of course, Spurs. So those two are your nominees, ALPHONSO DAVIES and Scott McTominay. Click the I button on the top right of your screen to vote for either of them. But that's that. Another episode of the Man United career mode wrapped up. The transfer window has been shut closed, and now next episode, Premier League, Champions League football, the big game's about to begin. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you guys are enjoying the series, keep the support coming in. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll catch you guys next time.